You understand? Okay, let me see. Let's do this. Okay, so today's work, there's a mess in the shop is horrendous, but I gotta I gotta keep this on, continue working. So today's main work is gonna be I gotta finish this shadow box. Well, I don't have to change, but I want to finish this shadow box. Um, so I'm trying to clean a little bit here as I do work. I'm gonna clean and kind of rearrange stuff and trying to keep my shop, my work area as clean as possible. So right now, the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to go again with my sander all around, between combination of power sanding with the orbital sander and some hand sanding. So let's see what's next right now here. Um, need to get my thing here. So it's Friday, and it's nice out here in the shop. It's only 78 degrees, which is awesome. Not my typical 90s and hundreds. The weather is finally changing, so it's actually working out pretty good. But let's get sanding. Well, it helps much better when I pick the right sandpaper. Let's try to use a 400 there. That's got no cut. Here we go. One more time. There you go. I have to do this one. That's good. Now I gotta put um put the minuteman in, or on, I should say. It's the minuteman. And I gotta align this pretty good there. Just get it nice and centered. I may have to put a couple clamps strategically, so make sure that I can clamp. I'm gonna have to put a clamp probably here, about here, in the corner. One clamp about here. And why I'm clamping it before, that way I get a plan on where I'm gonna put the clamp, so that way when the glue is on, I'll try to figure this out later. Okay. And get a plan of where I'm gonna clamp this. Okay, that's good. So here in the middle is where the problem is gonna be. Here, you can put this one here. But there's no way to me to clamp this over here. Maybe from the inside. Maybe from the inside. I might have to use the large clamps and a piece of bar or material across. So let's see. So in order to clamp this here might be able to go. I can use one clamp like this. Okay, this works. Yeah, yeah, each one on this side. I'm gonna need one there, but here, I have to go like this. Put a large clamp on this side, okay, and a large clamp on this other side in order to clamp that down. Still not fully clamped. Still, this corner here is still not. Maybe if I don't undo this, maybe move this over to this side. It might be a better place. Oh yeah, that's a much better placement. That's how it's gonna get clamped. Oh, if you guys can, you see? Here we go. That was a bunch of clamps. Okay, gives me an idea what I need to do. What I'm trying to figure out last minute. So, okay, let's take it apart and clamp, glue, and clamp. Good. I have that there, so it's handy. I'm gonna leave that one there. So, okay. So I'm gonna glue. I'm gonna put the glue on this piece here, where I can control a little better. And I'm gonna put enough, but not a lot. I don't want a lot of squeeze out. I don't want a lot of squeeze out. I'll put here quite a bit in the middle, but not in the corners. I don't want to squeeze out. Here I gotta have to go like this. Same here. Gotta just gotta get it wet this corner. Okay, here we go. Let's drop this puppy here. I'm gonna put maybe one or two pins just to prevent moving while I clamp it. So I'm gonna put a pin I'm gonna put a pin right here. Well, it's gonna be a little difficult to see. Try to hide it. Perfect right there. Then go like this, and let's start right here. Start with this one right there. Bam. And we go here. We can get this thing clamped properly. There you go. Then I go this for the corner. Then I'm gonna go here on the top. Now I'm gonna put the one across. Goes here. This other side. Oopsie. Maybe I gotta put this one first. Maybe I gotta put this one first. Yeah, put that one first right there. And then I put this one over here. Okay, so looks like it's good. Maybe put one more right here in the middle. And one in this. Right here. We have to squeeze it in there. Okay, cool. Now I can put it to dry. Okay, now next. Next is um okay. Now next is okay, what I gotta do. I'm gonna do a little cleaning. That's next. It's a mess in here. You guys can see all the boxes and trash that's been accumulating over the last few weeks. So I'm gonna separate my wood because I use some of this wood for uh firewood. So make sure I don't like to for firewood. I only use um I use hardwood. I don't use any plywood for for firewood. So here's all this is plywood except this. This is plywood. This is plywood. All this is hardwood here or solid wood. Not necessarily hardwood. Solid wood, not ply. Put this right here. What I'm doing, I'm taking, I'm picking the plies out. I'm gonna use this for something. This is ply. This is all ply. So that goes right there. Um, trash, trash. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of lots of what do you call that? Acrylic there. So this is all acrylic. I think I was better off just tipping it over. Okay, because I cannot put acrylic in the fire pit. All those chemicals and plastics will be awful. Smaller pieces. smaller pieces. Get rid of all that. Now what's left here is all hardwood or solid wood, not plywood. Just, ah, all this is solid wood, solid, 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 no ply. Okay, now I'm gonna do some of this pack here. So plywood, trash. Hmm. This is, I think this is mostly trash here. Trash. Couple pieces here, but not much. Okay, throw this here. Get to this little trash. Trash. We can continue cleaning up a little bit. Now we put back this here. This is definitely all trash. Yep, all trash. This is all the acrylic and plywood. So I'm just gonna get all tossed and trashed. Trying to see if there's any material worth keeping, but I don't think there's much worth keeping. Let's keep this piece, that other piece, and let's throw this away. This is all trash. So okay, this here. This may have some pieces. I can probably cut some of those book holders out of this. So I might keep these pieces here and make some book holders out of this. I'm gonna be having my market next weekend, so I might as well just have something. People always come in, and that's one of those $1, $2 things that I can give to the kids, and parents will either either parents get it or I can throw it in as a little, you know, gift if they have kids, so they can encourage the kids to read. Okay. This part down here is not good for anything. This part here is no good for anything. So this bottom part here is not good for anything. This here, do I really want to spend the time on that? No. No. This one here, I might be able to get one, two, three. Nah, two fans. Okay, okay, it's okay. Okay, so now here we go. On this, a bunch of pieces of cereal here. It's all trash, trash, trash. Yeah, this is all trash. It's all trash, trash, trash. Just a couple pieces here. It's all trash. That's all trash. Okay. Got move the trash out of here. Trash. Problem I have is that my trash cans are very little. So I need to make sure that I don't overflow my trash cans with my substrate. So I have a trailer which I've been filling up with trash to take a trip to the, and I'll be taking a trip to the landfill here in the next couple of days because today I'm going to be working on my truck's air conditioner. Get that working, and I will have a, I won't die in the truck without air conditioner. So we'll see. So that's a little cleaning there. Okay, that's good. Some progress. Um, what else I got to do? Okay, so that's good for now for cleaning. Um, next thing is okay. Next, let's work on this box. Now, this here is the other shadow box I'm building right now. This is for a United States Air Force Chief Master Sergeant who's retiring. So we gotta put this together like this, and that's where all the stuff is gonna go. We're gonna start gluing and keeping this together. I'm gonna get my strap. Actually, let me check something because I have a 3D printing. Getting printed. Okay, getting there. Oh, have a, the 3D print is a little farther. Well, no, it's not farther along. It needs a little more before it gets to the point that it failed last time. So gotta glue this. Oh, I was gonna get the clamps. Actually, what I should do if I do this, what I should do is get the vacuum pump going for my for the air conditioner. I think I should do that. That way, that starts getting done. That takes about a half an hour, 45, and meanwhile I can work this. So let's switch gears here. Let me come this way. Let's switch gears. So this is my 1978 Chevrolet LUV truck, or the infamous Louvre truck. And for those who didn't know, Louvre or love in this case, and for this vehicles, LUV stands for light utility vehicle. So this is my so what I've been working on right now is the air compressor. So I got the compressor, I got the belt. So I'm gonna try the belt. That's the first thing, and then connect all the other stuff. So let's try the belt. I cannot throw this away. So here's a belt, and hopefully, I don't think it's enough. It might be too short. It might be too short. I'm already seeing it, and I think it's gonna be too short. In the shop, they could not tell me which size I needed. So I gotta feed it through the fan, around the fan, I should say. Okay, so it goes there. Then down here is the pulley. Oh, actually, it might fit. The pulley down there. Let's go into the crank pulley. Okay, here's the crank pulley. Then I gotta fit it into the air conditioner compressor, and it's too short. I can tell it's too short already. So I need it to be, this is a 400, so it's a 40 inch, maybe a 41, 42. And I have to go and get a new one. So that is shot. Okay, so let's continue. Man, okay, that sucks. I thought I was on the other side of this thing. There it goes. So we're gonna have to put this, take that back. So now let me put all the hoses together. Let me get got the O-rings. This is my O-ring number 8 for my system. Okay, let's get a little of the oil. Okay. Here is the ring. This is the ring for the high pressure sign. And I'm gonna see if I can bring you in so you see what I'm doing, but no promises. This go here. Perfect. Now I gotta disconnect the little cover. Pliers are my best friend here. I don't think you guys can see anything. Yeah, you guys can see anything. Let me see if I can move this a little bit better. See, maybe here. Well, maybe there you can see a little. Let me see. Let me take a look at my monitor. Oh yeah, down here in the bottom. So if I bring it on, the silver area there in the bottom is what I'm working on. That's the compressor. So let's see. Bring it down a little bit. Okay. And I'm gonna working right here. Right there is my compressor. So I've got to disconnect this cover. Okay, so that's good. So this is the cover for a high pressure sign. Ring is all there. This in. And start threading in. Make sure you thread in properly. Last thing I want is this thing to get cross threaded. It looks like it's going in. Oh yeah, it's going in. Yeah, wiggle it. There you go. Just wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it. Okay. So now this sits right there, right above this. I have access to the porch. I gotta get the wrench. I don't have a one of those crow feet or whatever they're called for my. I don't know if it's 19 or 22. It's one of these. I'm gonna start with the 22. I want to say. I think it's 22. Yep, there it goes. So I'm gonna go for the good old German torque spec, the Guten Tight. So, and I will find out if it's not good enough when I start doing vacuum and all that. So that's good. Batteries in place. That's gonna rob. I'm probably gonna have to do a little something there, like a little double shield or something. I'll figure out something. Here's the hose. Here's the big hose. I can split it. Maybe with something. I just don't need a lot. I just need a little bit. Let's just. I just don't want the hose rubbing directly on the on that on the battery hold down. So I'm gonna cut a piece of rubber. Okay, cut it lengthwise too. Okay, and let's see if I can peel off the center where all the. Yeah, I might be able to do that. See if I can do this. Maybe not. Like it's thick, not very, not very pliable. Okay, if I have some pliers. Some pliers. Get pliers here. So, gonna try this. This is what I'm trying. I tried to peel the inner and the outer teeth. Yeah, it's working. It's kind of working. Ouch. Kind of looked like it was working. Maybe, maybe. Let me see. Take a look at this other side here. Hold on, I'm trying to do is get a little extra protection. I'll show you why. I'll show you in a second here why I want to do this. You guys cannot see what I'm doing, but I'm struggling with this thing. Trying to peel off the outer and the inner. Okay, here we go. I can hear it. It's happening. It's a happening. It's a happening. Here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. It's good. I think this is good. So I removed the inner layer, I guess. And then I'm gonna put this right over the hose where it rubs with the, and then leave it right there. I don't, I wish I had like a big piece of heat shrink or something that I could put over it, but I don't have anything. So what I'm gonna put is, um, what do you call that? A gaffer tape. Gaffer tape. Let me see if I can find this. I have my roll of tape here. Okay, let's see. It's over here. Is it over here? I think I dropped it. Not in this box. Not in that bag. I had it somewhere around here because I was using it recently when I was doing um the electrical connections. Okay, it's just here. Okay, so we're gonna have to use something else. Maybe a little bit of electrical tape will help me for now. I cannot even find my electrical tape. Isn't that a sucky situation? I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Yes, you can hear me. It's like I'm talking to myself like a crazy person. Actually, for the most part, I am because it's only one of you coming in from time to time, checks on me, make sure that I'm alive, and goes out, which is good. I don't expect you guys to be watching me the whole time. This is, I don't think I can watch myself the whole time, going around the shop, you know, talking, getting stuff done. Here, no, that's not good. Okay, that's not necessary. I don't need to do that right now. I can do that later. So I'm gonna hold back. I'm gonna move on. Just move on because if not, nothing gets done. I will find the tape here in a bit, and then I just get it at that point. Okay. Oh, check over here because I could have swear I saw it somewhere around here. Okay, more stuff to throw away on this side. Trash. This is good. This is good. This is good. 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 Was it inside the truck that I saw? It may have been inside the truck that I saw. Okay, it was not inside the truck. Sorry. Okay, let's move on. That's not it right now. So let's start connecting. So the hose is connected. It's connected on the other side. The last piece to connect this here. This is my two things I get connect here. I need to connect the vacuum or the pressure switch. Let's connect this pressure switch. Oh no. Okay. So I told my son to put this together, and he did, but he did not tighten it up that good. So gotta figure out how to make sure this is tight. Now, so 10, it needs to go right about there. Yeah. So now next is gotta open this. You already know. You take this out where the switch is gonna sit. That's a 12, and it's not bigger than that. That's a 13, and it's bigger than that. 14 is it. So take out this. And take this out. Nope, wrong way. Pressurized. Good. There's a switch. Disconnect it and connect it back. Let's put some oil again on this thing. Oil in the ring. Okay, so now we can use the wrench to get it tight. Oh, you guys are seeing what I'm doing. Here we go. Over there. There we go. So, okay, good. I'll take out this side, this other side, and I gotta put a couple ounces of um oil. So I got my oil here. Here's my syringe with oil. I thought I have my tip, but I guess I don't have the tip. Yeah. Oh, here we go. I found put the wrong one. Here's the one. I think I only had to put like almost like 10, 10 millimeters, 10 milliliters. I'm just gonna put 6 because I know there's quite a bit of oil in the system. So I'm just gonna put this here and in. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna put this here. Again, get a little oil, like that. Oil. That's all good. Okay. So, okay. Okay. Here's a switch. And all it does is just kind of complete the circuit. That's all good. That's all good. So it's all there, so it doesn't come off. Now the system is completely, or the circuit, I guess, is completed. So now I gotta put the vacuum pump, see if I can get a vacuum on this thing. This belt I'm gonna have to replace. So 40 is too short. It needs to be a little longer than 40. How much longer? I don't know. Gonna have to get maybe like a 40, 41, 42. What is the next thing? What is the next thing? Oh, let's get the vacuum pump. Okay. So first disclosure, I repeat, I am not an AC technician. I'm just a tinkerer. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, probably like you are watching, and think that I can figure a lot of these things. So here's here are the hoses. Okay. I have a problem. Snooky. Okay. I just discovered a problem. Yeah, I'll tell you in a sec what the problem is. I need this, I need this, and I need this. Then I put this away. So I guess it goes red with red, blue with blue. Easy enough. So red with red, blue with blue, yellow with yellow. Start with the red. Red with red. Which is the high pressure sign. Blue with blue, which is the low pressure sign. Oh, it was verifying that he had the O-ring. So, and then that just needs to be hand tight, and then yellow with the yellow. Okay, so I'm gonna hang this from here. Like so. Now we gotta put the ends because the red with the red again. Okay, blue goes with the blue. Here's what I think that it doesn't have what I need to pierce the um bottom. So I need to get that little thingamabob, which is okay because that's a later on problem. But what I'm going to do right now is so in the meantime, what I need to focus on is on doing the the vacuum. So I don't need that right now. So here's the pump, and then I got to make sure it has oil, and it does not have oil. It doesn't have enough oil, so I got to put oil. That's the first thing. Okay, here's the oil. You guys have not seen this, but it's not that big of a deal. It's not that. So you pump and you put out oil on it. It's to the level. That's it. Oil is to the level. Put the lid. So, okay. Put the cap or lid. And then, where do I connect this? Let's see what the instructions says here. The instructions are very basic. So one of these two is sucking and the other one is the, this is the sucking. That's it. Okay. Oh. So here's the pump. Okay, I'll probably put it here. There. Got the power cable here. And I'm gonna connect the yellow one, which is the, because that's not the port, top port. Oh my god, this is like full of crap and crud and stuff. Anyway, so I can just cap this because that's all the same. No way to turn it back. Okay, so that's there. Create a vacuum. Then I'm gonna connect this to the right. High side. And I don't know if you guys can see it, it's down here. This is the high side. Here's my high side port. I took it out. This is nice and clean in there. I gotta keep that. High side, you won't miss it. It has a red cap and also is big. You won't the what do you call it? Yeah. So you cannot confuse it with something else. And this is the low side. We take out the little cap out of the low side and we route these cables to here, the hoses to here. Pull the thing. It's in there. Nope, that's not in there. No, it's in there. And that's there. Now, so those are the three connectors. Now I need the power cable. Let's get this thing out my way. Okay, so good. So now let me rethink this. So we got high hose on the high side, hose on the low side. It's in there, it's not coming out. Um, Hose coming from the high side of the compressor into the condenser, out of the condenser into the dryer, out of the dryer into the evaporator, out of the evaporator in the low side of the compressor, and the low side, the blue side, into the compressor. Low side, yellow hose connected to the center and into the um, vacuum pump. Okay, so everything is connected. Let's see, can I draw? Then I need to look at my gauges here. They are 0, 0, 0. So next thing is I gotta turn on, see if we can start a vacuum. Okay, so I gotta open the valve all the way. Something is dying. Okay, so these things are in, all the way in. Go to the. Now how do I turn this on? Is that on? Okay, let me take a look at the instructions here. I gotta open the. Okay. uh Open the coupler plungers. Okay, so I turn this down here clockwise, so that in, and then, okay, and this is good, and so I should be able to get this thing done. Is that what it needs to be done? Okay, so I need to open this. I have no idea. So temperature, I guess here. On this side, I'm gonna be able to see the neck 30. I'll let it run for a little bit. Let's see what happens. Coupler plungers. Clockwise. I don't know. I have no idea if it's doing anything. So let it do for a little bit. Let's let's get that. Let's leave that there. and I continue on this side. Anyway, that was the plan. Okay, so here we go. So here's the box. I'm gonna glue this here, glue this over here, this piece here, and that over there. Goes. So in the mean, and I'm gonna use this to hold it all together. This goes like so here. It's gonna go like this. Do I need a little more? Probably. Okay. Over here, over here, and the last one over here. That's how it's gonna go. My feet are facing the right way. Good. Cool. That's how we're gonna do this. Top on the top, bottom on the bottom. Yeah. So let's take some glue and put some glue on these joints. What we're gonna do, we're gonna put a little glue. It's gonna get tacky by the time I finish. And then we're going back and put a little more. There's one. I gotta do all four corners here. I may have to watch another video of that thing, how to do that. Vacuum. That's okay. I will let you know if it works on the end in a little bit. So it might be that I have a leak. We're gonna have to figure out a way to pressurize it instead of do a vacuum. That way, it's easier to find out where the leak is. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Do a little more glue here. A little more glue. I'd rather have a little squeeze out than the joint be too dry. Okay, so pushing this here, the corners, corners. Good. Okay, a little more glue here. Okay, okay. I'm gonna put this here, here. That's good. Perfect right there. Good. Goes there. Goes there. There. Here. I'll start cranking this puppy. Okay. Okay. Getting it to the middle, which is what I want it to be. Okay. Good. Good. A little more cranking. I think that's fairly good there. And now it's nice on level. Yes, it's nice on level. And then I go the final, which is to tighten that up over here. Okay, good, good. And then to seal it, just a couple nails. Okay, make sure it doesn't move on me. Okay, let it rest there for a little bit, and then I'll move it up. Just see what's going on over here. I don't think anything has happened. We're gonna have to go and watch some videos. Let's do that. Get my cell phone. Oh God, just let me check something here. I have a 3D print going on. Oh, it's going. Why is it well last night? Almost done. Look at that. It's getting there. I don't know. So in the meantime, and then I gotta go here. Um, oh, maybe I did this wrong. Hold on. I just noticed something. Alright. Could be either one of those. These supports are just. Oh, that's a port. Let me turn this up. I don't know if I did this right. It's doing something. Okay. It was doing something. It's up there. Maybe he was doing something and I just come ahead of myself. Yeah, let's do something. Let me see. Okay, it's working. It's getting there, but it was completely open, so it could take 45 minutes. Okay, so now this is at this point. I need to two things I need to do. I need to cut the what goes in here, and in order to do that, I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna mark so I can get my plexiglass and then my internal. Let me get a piece of cardboard. I have a bunch of pieces of cardboard here just for that reason, for that purpose. I need a pencil, a writing instrument. There's my writing instrument. So I'm gonna put this underneath it, and this is my little, I don't call it trick, but this is how I work it out. I will put this here, and this is my inside. This is the dimension of the plexiglass that's gonna go here. Okay. Now, with that, I take a measurement of how deep this is, and that is 5/8. So basically, to that dimension, I add 5/8 in all directions, and that would be my cover. Um, let's get a piece of plexiglass. Here's a piece of plexiglass, cast acrylic, which is the one that you want to use for this kind of stuff. Perfecto. So let's put it underneath first, and then we're gonna put it here. Let's go, and let's find a straight edge, which is probably that side there. Okay? So it's straight. The way I can find. Okay, here we go. One more time. We go here. And I say cut. Where's my better pencil for this? Here's my better pencil. There we go. I guess in there. The edge. That's the edge. If anybody, I don't know if anybody's wondering, but this pencils, this is a um, Pentel Grapher 500. It's probably one of the best mechanical pencils out there for the price. They're probably more expensive, fancier ones, but for the price. That is pro to me is one of the better ones. So with that, I know what's the size of my inside, and now I'm gonna get that cardboard. Cardboard is placed a little bit funkier, uh, or the inside part. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna move this out of the way, put it over here to dry. Um, over here to dry. Okay, gonna put away this tooth here. This goes down here. This is exciting to be at this point with the truck because I think it's been, goodness gracious, 3 months plus working on getting the parts and drawing the the brackets and working with the brackets and getting the brackets to fit and then ordering parts and then realize that the parts you ordered didn't work, are not gonna work and order more parts and it's been quite a bit of a hassle. So it's kind of really cool that I'm able to see this happening. It's going down just 45 minutes maybe. So in the meantime, I'm gonna continue working here. Hopefully I can pull a vacuum because if not, then I'm gonna have to figure out where the leak is. And I don't know. That's gonna be that will be fun. Okay, so ouch, something dropped. It's gonna go fine. Oh, okay. This is so I gotta cut this piece here. Okay, let's make this happen. Nada me falta si te tengo a ti. So the first thing I'm gonna first is I gotta bring the blade up and put it in a 90-degree position. To do that, I'm gonna get, first raise the blade all the way up. And I'm gonna that's pretty good there. Here's my thing. Take this down. Okay, take a measurement here. 455. So 456, 456, 455. Let's cut it there. And what I'm gonna do is just gonna cut through and I come back and do the details on it. So it's gonna get noisy. Cool. Now, put this aside. Next thing is here. And here's where it gets a little crazy because you gotta kind of manhandle this thing. Woo! Okay. So one thing I gotta do is for my own mental sake, this is the side I'm looking at is the inside, and then this is the bottom, and this is the right. That's the right. So that's the right side when I'm looking at it from the back. Okay. So this sheet goes inside, and that goes to the right. Cool. And I will test it here in a little bit, but first I gotta cut the. I'm gonna use this as my template for the backing. So let's get the material for the backing. I guess no effort whatsoever. Trying to see if I can hear it kissing. Let's in. Turn it on again. I don't think it's making a vacuum. I don't think it's making a vacuum. So it's been what, about 20 minutes, and it's still at um, meg 22. I see no progress. I'm trying to figure out why. Hmm. So I need to. I'm probably gonna have to do the opposite. I'm gonna have to do a pressurizing, which I need to learn. See if I can find where the leak may be. But in the meantime, I'm gonna do some sanding. Gonna let it run for about an hour. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do a quick search on how to pressurize it. See if I can get a leak test. Oh, let me see. Let's go to the Google machine. Okay. Let's check this one here.
Progressive Commercial Insurance offers affordable small business protection. You can receive discounts on commercial auto insurance for safe driving and
Hey guys, Scanner Danner here. Today we're working on a 2004 something Chevy. What is
Okay, I have an idea. But in the meantime, let me continue. See if it's continue pulling a vacuum. I don't know if it's doing anything better. It's that now like neck 22 and it needs to get to neck 30. It's been 35 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna let it run for a little more. Okay, so with this here, it gets me the back. I have the front. This is gonna get covered in felt, but I'm not there yet. I'm gonna flip it over so I can mark some things here. The first thing I'm gonna mark is the center post cast. I'm gonna put two screws in this area. But in order to make those holes, I gotta do them from this side because I don't know where it's at from the other side. So that's good. So I'm gonna take this, flip it over again, put the drill bit, and I'm gonna start making my basic holes on this. And I just need to do enough holes to kind of flatten it. That's it. I don't need to make a gazillion holes. So here's my drill bit. And the screws I'm using are 5/8 length. So okay, let me get a couple or a few, I should say, so I can keep this thing flat. Okay. So yeah. So I was measuring there's kind of where I want the screws to be uh, inside wise. So if I put a screw about here, about here, about there, about there, 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 there. Then it's gonna be around here. You're gonna do one, two. Take some measurements for that. There's 19. That's that's 9.5. 9.5 on the other side. Somewhere around there. Let's get 2 inches from the edge and 2 inches from the edge. Let's go 3 inches from the edge, 3 inches from the edge, and 3 inches from the edge. Okay, so let's start with those two first, those three holes first. Right in the middle. Ah, to go. All right. Turn this over. Bam, bam, bam. And then we go through, go through, go through. Cool. We're gonna put it right here because they're gonna be putting some screws in the corners, and I want to make sure that they don't. Cool. I should do. I should do it. Okay. Take these out. Then around this area here is where we're gonna put the two holes for the hanger. So, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. I'm gonna put this back to where it belongs for. Actually, no, I need to leave it here because I gotta take some measurements. I can take out this tape. I can take off this tape. Take this off. This off. So I know which way is my top now. You know this, this. Mhm. I'll just leave that there for now. Okay, so now what's next? Oh, I gotta take some measurements here. So 500, 500. So 500, that's my number. 500 is my number. 500 is my number. 500. So now I gotta go. Let's go to the design board. Now, okay, so let's bring you into the design. File. Oh, let me bring you in. Okay. File, recent, shift box. It's one of these two, I don't know. Yeah, so here we go. So if this here needs to be as perfect. Okay, but that's good. So that's what we're going to be using. So the first thing I need to cut is um, either the top or the bottom. I think I'm going to cut the top first. This one here. I mean the bottom first. So let's see what's the size of my material first. Okay, let me clean up. Let me clean up the area here so you will see what I'm doing. You know when you get that sinking feeling, it's like all you have worked for now is for nothing. That's what I'm feeling with this vacuuming of the doing the vacuum on the truck. I've been working on this thing for so long, and now looks like I'm not gonna get be able to pull a vacuum. It's I'm feeling that getting the sinking feeling. So we'll see. We'll see. Let me take this out of here. So I can only use this for the smaller piece. So for the top piece. Oh, talk about messing it up. So let me gotta clean this up a little bit. But in order to do that, I'm gonna bring my this here. I have my good old Stanley #5. I'm using this to remove the glue. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay. Quite sharp. So now I'm gonna hit it with the sandpaper, with sander. Cool. Do the back side really quick. Oh, okay. Good. Good. Okay, that's it. That's it. The center. And this is at 505. 505. And the thing has to be cut at 500. 500. So anyway, um, next thing is, um, I gotta put this on the CNC. So this put this in the CNC. Let me get my tape measure. So I gotta make a thing here for my material. The material is 505 by 590. 590. 565. 6, 650. 650. 650. Okay. So we're gonna have to put this right there, like so. I'll take this. Okay. Now, okay. So this is what I'm working with. So I'm gonna have to put a couple more um tabs because my material probably is not gonna be able to get. Oh, these here are useless. These two are useless here. Okay, that's good. That should be good. Okay, so we're gonna put the material here. It's gonna cut it like so, so, and here we're gonna have. Okay, let me clean up this material here. Nada me falta si te tengo a ti. Mm. Okay, let me take another measurement here. Now that I trimmed the 595. So that's what this side. So, okay, so this here is 595. 595. Here we go. Now I take this and put it to the 0, 0 point. Perfect. And I'll take this. Just gotta move it back this way. Okay. And that's the only cut I'm doing on this material. I'm cutting the stripes. So I'm gonna click that. I'm gonna go to tool. Now close everything else. And I'm gonna make a contour. Core selection, yes. On the outside. Okay. And the thickness of this material is 8.4, 8.25, 8.29. So it's got 8.75. That's what we're gonna say it's gonna cut. 8.75. We're gonna cut here 8.75. On the outside, my tabs are gonna be, it's gonna leave them bigger because I'm gonna need that extra material there because it's gonna, the way it's gonna get hold. Um, 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 I might, okay, we're gonna use the 1/8. We're gonna cut 3 pair. We're gonna go this at 1/1200, 400. Good, good. Okay. Does this one here? It says it's gonna be 4 minutes. Perfect. Now with that, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna go back to design. And that's where this belongs. It goes in. So I'm gonna have it drill a little hole for me right here. It's gonna be 2 1.75. It should be good for 1/8 bit. So now that's gonna be my first function. Okay, so now two path. I'm gonna do a pocket. Here's the current. Um, yeah, can I do it? Okay, I'm gonna do that first. I'll move that up. And all that is so when I put this here, this material doesn't shift that much, hopefully, because it doesn't have this. Actually, what I should cut it right here. Cut this, copy this, go back to design, copy, Control C. I'm gonna drop it right there, okay, and then we're gonna drop it another one here, and that's it. With this three, they will be covered with that thing, and then I can hold that material. And I'm gonna do those three first. So okay. We're gonna disable this. I'm gonna run that file only. Save to path. Nope, I'm not gonna do that yet. Let me take the whole thing over and move it back. Gotta go to design. Oh, about there because I want to keep, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do the whole. Gonna do this. Rotate it 180, 180. That's perfect. And I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna bring it to about there. Yeah. And then the other thing I need to set is that my start point is not the center, it's the corner, lower left corner. There you go. So that's my starting point. That's my starting point right there. Toolpath. Okay. Let me save the toolpath. Bam, bam, bam. Those three done. Let's go save them. I'm gonna call this. Okay, we're gonna call this today's date, which is 25/10/03. First cut of the day. Save. Okay. Now we're gonna bring here this. Okay, let's put this material in and get it done. Push it to the CNC camera. It's been an hour since that thing started doing vacuum. I'm gonna check it in a little bit, but let me just put the material in. CNC camera. This thing's not working. There you go. Yeah, it took a little bit. Okay, so gonna get a load of file. 1031. That's today's file. Perfect. And it's using the corner. Perfect. So let's move this thing back. Park it. I don't know if this one is set. Okay, this is my upper side right here. So I'm gonna put this right here. This is awesome. I'll put this right here. Okay. What's gonna happen is gonna cut right into this corner here. Well, because it's gonna come like this. Something like that. So I'm gonna take this one out of here and just gotta make sure that I strategically place um, my clamps so it doesn't get, because I think it's gonna come like this around here. So we'll see. But that's why I'm gonna drill those holes to put the screws. So you see this hole is kind of like fluffy, so it's gonna get rid of that. So it's gonna be able to hold it here, here in the middle, and back here. Let's have it come to the front. Um, okay. So what I'm saying, since you were not, it should cut like something like this, maybe down like this, and then back up like this. So these two are probably gonna get blown. So I'm just gonna put it like that, like this, like a little tip, tippy tip, and that way it doesn't get too much. This should be clear, and then, well, first I'm gonna drill the holes. There should be three holes where I can put some screws to keep this move down in case it's too much, and then the way it can move. So now let's bring the machine to the, let's get it to XYZ0. Gonna check the vacuum. All that gets done. If there's been any progress. No, there's nothing. It's not doing anything. So let me turn this off. Let me close this. Close the other one. Turn this off. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna undo this. Do the other one. Okay, so I'm gonna have to let the vacuum. I'm gonna have to put back the hose. I'm gonna put back the hose. Okay, and then I'll press this in so we'll let out the air. This in. Okay, put this, press that in so it goes. And then we're gonna have to. Okay, so how much vacuum does it take to go? Is it 30? Oh, it's 20 now. Okay, so this is like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing something really totally completely wrong here. So that's wrong. We're gonna try something. See if I can put a oh, pressure and see if I can see a leak because I don't know. Oh my God. Okay, maxed out the pressure. See if I can. Let's see if I can figure this how to do this. Hold on, hold on, hold on. this one has a valve. This one, oh, you just gotta be kidding me. This thing is probably not. Why? Because this is not gonna get pressure. This valve never opens. Oh, goodness gracious. My hoses are wrong. Let me try something. I got an idea because I think this thing was not able to pull a vacuum because it still has a looks like a valve here. I think the valve is preventing it from pulling a vacuum. So all this time, all this effort was very much wasted. So taking out this thing here. So look at that. Pliers. So I can take this thing. Hmm, maybe not. This is not a valve. It's just a thing I'm above here, but not as a doesn't have the typical valve thing. So okay, so we put that back in. Not a doesn't have a check valve type of thing. So let's just do something else. What I need to do, I need to put pressure on the thing. Let's put some pressure on the thing. Ouch, 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 ouch. Oh, just use my top air. Okay. I can put you down. Okay, let's see how can I do this. Unless I can get this thing to. What else? Okay, let us see. Let us sit there for a little bit with that pressure, see if it goes down. Oh, okay. So next. Oh, let's cut. That's the good deal. So I'm gonna check my XYZ. Okay, so bring this down. Good. Okay. Okay. Gonna check my XYZ. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. That's good. I'm gonna tell it to do XYZ with a one quad, 1/8. Okay, see what happens. Okay. That's set. So we're gonna take this out, this away. Cool. Now we're gonna tell it to cut. So we turn on the spindle, turn on the vacuum. Okay, so let's turn on this. Okay. Okay. Vacuum is turned on. This is turned on. File is loaded and start. Assume. It's gonna just do the little 3 holes. What we're gonna do, we're gonna grab my screws that we're gonna use. That's it. It's done. So I'm going to raise this, move it to the back. Okay. Gonna turn off this, turn that off. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna put back this thing. Tell it to come to XYZ0. Go over here, create my other file. So enable this, disable that. Tell it to save the toolpath. Yes. We're gonna call this number 2 of the day. 2 of the day. There we go. We're gonna tell it to save. Okay. We're gonna go here. Gonna load the file. File number 2 of the day. Select. Open. Here's the file. Perfecto. And we're gonna tell it to cut. Turn the vacuum. Should be fairly quick. It's about 8-10 minutes. That's it. Start. It's right on the edge. Yep. Right on the edge. Okay. Well, that gets done. Let's move on to do some other things here. So we're gonna wait a little bit to see if that holds. If it holds the pressure, I should say, if the pressure holds, which was yeah about 115, 120. Yeah, 115, 120. We're gonna let it so it's wait until 11:30. If it holds, then I am gonna put back the vacuum and let it. different hoses. So we're keep the gonna put the pump out and get the little adapter thingamabob and get the see if they have a different pump, just in case that this one is shot. So take the pump out, put it in its case, which is this one here. No, it goes like this. There we go. And I need to get the belt. Where's the belt? The belt is over here. So this is 40, and this 40 belt does not fit. I cannot even get it over. So I'm thinking like a 41, 42. They still such a thing. Gonna have to leave this like so. I cannot bring it in. Well, I might be able to bring it in. Let me take the trash out first. Take the trash out. Let's take the trash out. Nada me falta si te tengo a ti. Nada me faltará. Mi vida entera en ti, en ti. Good. Okay, okay, okay. Let's do auto flash. I'm going to go to the auto parts store to get a different length hole. Oh, this get a new hose. Get a different V-belt. So I can get a 42, 41 and a half, 41 and a half, 41, 41 and a half. That's actually, before I do that, I'm gonna go into the website of the auto parts store and see if I can find what I'm looking for. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, you guys can hear me. So let me go to the website of the auto parts store. Now I'm looking at V belt. V belt. So according to this, air pump to smog and fan, no. Alternative fan, no. Air conditioner. See if I can figure this out. According to this one, doesn't tell me. Belt length, no, cannot be this one because this is a 40 inch and it was too short. So, and this one says it's gonna be a 30 inch. That's not gonna be it. Okay. 45, I know it's gonna be too much. Um, the belt, let's say 41 inch. See if I can do that. So 41, 45, can I get it 41 and a half? 41, uh, so I'm gonna try a 41 and a 42. I guess that's what my options here because 40 is not gonna be 41 and 42, and they do have some over there. Maybe I can find someone that knows what I'm talking about. I don't know, I need a 13 socket. 12, I think it is. 13. I think that's 14, 12. 11. One of these three. I think it's more likely to be the 13 or the 12. We go here. Okay, maybe it's a 12. Oh, maybe. Huh? Just thought about something. Maybe it just goes. Let me take a look. Let's see if I go. Maybe it doesn't go all three. This goes this way. Am I correct? I'm trying to run it the wrong way. Let me do something real quick here. Where's my book? Where's the book? Where's this? Well, she has a drawing of how the dots go. Or does she have a drawing? Okay. Okay, let me see. There's a drawing here. It may just go to the AC. I just go from not all three. Let me touch. Let me check. Maybe I was trying to do this one. It just goes here to here, right to here. Yeah, that might be it. That was it. That's the end. This is too long. That's why it just goes like that. Like it's that. You just try to- Let me see where the accessories are here. And here's the see what it says. It really doesn't say where does it runs. Whoa, something happened here. Come on, let's get compressor. Da, 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 da. What did it tell me? Or does it? Oh yes, crank pulley. Okay, this just you say what? Okay, so I was doing this all wrong. Okay, so it just goes to the bottom. So it goes to a. You say what? Like 30? It's a 30 incher. So it goes 30 inches like this. Compressor, from the compressor to that tensioner to the crank. Okay. Okay, so it's a 30 inch. Okay, so I need to change it anyway. 30 incher. 30 incher. So, okay, so that's good. And then I'm gonna take the vacuum to see if they can 30 pulgadas y media. Okay, I'm gonna take a break here, guys. Hmm. So I can gonna give you a little pause. Gonna put some music or something. I don't know what we're gonna do. Gonna put your logo. Okay, stop recording for now. Well, where's that space? I'm gonna actually stop recording and stop streaming and I open the second stream for the afternoon. Thank you guys. Thank you, guys and gals. I don't know. Gotta go and get some